Welcome back to Astrology Experts YouTube. In this channel, we hope to bring you clarity and be the bridge to the answers you're seeking from the universe. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. Come join our growing family as we evolve our spirituality while on this human experience. Together, we share the same love for astrology, numerology, angel numbers, and zodiacs. For today's video, you'll be learning about zodiac compatibility, so get your coffee or tea ready and sit with us till the end of this video. Leo and Libra compatibility. Libra is engaged in a lifelong mission to find balance within and without. Scales people weigh both sides of a situation for a long time before coming to what they deem a fair decision. Although this aspect of the Libra personality frustrates their fiery Leo friends, it tempers their emotional impulsiveness. It also restores a much-needed sense of order and peace to their lives, and their lives are often fraught with peaks and valleys, values and emotions. Leo helps balance out Libra's nature as well. Rather than processing things on an emotional level, Libra, like all air signs, tend to get caught up in his or her own mind. As the raw, passionate beings they are, the lions tend to draw out Libra's soft, Venus-ruled hearts. From Leos, scales people learn the difficult lesson that some parts of life can't be rationalized or measured on scales. They also learn that some decisions must be made from the heart. Compatibility rating 6 out of 10. Friendships. These two are very likely to meet each other at a social event. It might be at an opening of a new art gallery, a campaign meeting for a political candidate, or a dazzling nightclub with a city light spread out before them. Both Leo and Libra are highly social creatures who adore being adored. Ruled by Venus, Libras of both sexes have an air of refined sophistication about them, and at least an appreciation for the arts, if not a decided flair for them. Many Libra males are the consummate metrosexuals. Their handsomeness is softened by refined sensibilities, attunement to the arts, and a lightness of being that attracts members of both sexes and Joes. Leo's flair for the dramatic is much more pronounced. Fiery, intense Leos of both sexes draw Libras to make them moths to a flame. Their friendship is often sparked by mutual creative and social interests. When they get to know each other more deeply, their differences are usually more complementary than disruptive to their individual natures. Compatibility rating 7 out of 10. Relationships. As with friendships between these two, romantic relationships often bloom from shared creative interests and passions, social causes, or even just a healthy appetite for culture and cuisine. Before we dig deeper into their relationship, let's review the facts. Libra is an air sign, ruled by positive masculine forces, graced with Venus's soft beauty, charm, and lightness of heart. Libras have no problem attracting the attention of vivacious characters such as Leo. Scales people are pleasant, harmonious forces in the lives of people they love. If the two share a home, it is likely a peaceful sanctuary for them. It's a sacred place of stillness. It's also one where Leo can replenish her depleted energies when she's been burning the candle at both ends. Libra luxuriates in the finer things in life, whether that means expensive bath salts and silk sheets or the closest to those things she can afford. A glamorous person by nature, Leo also delights in the beauty and comforts of home brought to her by a Libra lover. The emotional climate of this relationship can be less balanced than either of them would like. This is especially so for Libra. The scales is constantly trying to fit the world into blacks and whites, yet they still manage to be one of the most indecisive human beings you will ever meet. At times, Libra can be a little too airy and cerebral for Leo. The lion is emotionally driven and usually knows what she wants. Leo can be impulsive and impatient with Libra's tendency to draw out even small decisions as if they were presidential debates. But Leo's strength of character is as outsized as the rest of his larger-than-life personality. As a fixed fire sign, Leo is capable of sustaining love and passion long into the future with someone he truly loves. Leo's passion and devotion fulfills Libra's romantic ideals and imbues her with strength, focus, and tenacity. But Libra may need to be a little more emotionally demonstrative in order to keep Leo satisfied. Otherwise, they may end up in a rut that starts like this. Leo falls head over heels with Libra, whose sunny optimism, refined sensitivity, and make love not war attitude seems like an answer to a long abandoned romantic dream. Most Leos were born dreaming of an archetypal fairy tale love, and Libra weaves more than his share of dreams into reality. However, after they fall in love, the road to happily ever after is winding and fraught with surprises. It's nothing they can't handle with a lot of patience and understanding. Notice I said a lot, not a little. Libra's poetic soul and tendency to sugarcoat the less desirable qualities in a Leo lover endears him to the lion. Yet Leos require their lovers to be able to give themselves up to the passion, surrender themselves to love, and make a theatrical show of doing both. At times, Libra lovers may only be able to scratch the surface of such yearnings, leaving Leos wanting more. Still, the way Libra mediates their fights and restores harmony to Leo's emotional equilibrium is a powerful aphrodisiac. Compatibility rating 7 out of 10. Marriage. Libra gives Leo the freedom to be who she is. The lion is an independent force of nature to be reckoned with, who is complete on her own. She is endowed with the strength and persistence to get what she wants. Leo is who she wants to be in the world. That's the good news. Now for the not so good news. Leos go to extremes quite often. This emotional extremist requires a healthy dose of both patience and passion. It can be a hard balance for Libra to achieve. However, he will put their all into trying. That counts for a lot to a big-hearted Leo who loves him. Leos can get a little bit lost in the heart of matters. Libras can get lost in the mind. However, their romantic natures and creative talents usually mean they can find their way back to one another. Thanks to Libra's rare combination of logic and romantic charisma, they can even find a middle ground much of the time. They're both in love with love. Thus, when they're in love with each other too, it makes for a magical alchemy. Compatibility rating 7 out of 10. Communication. Despite the fundamental differences in their emotional makeups, their communication can be surprisingly smooth if Libra remembers one thing: to put Leo first. If an airy Libra travels too far off into daydreams, Leo will quickly bring him down to earth with demands to know what he's thinking about. If he's smart, he will tell her he is thinking about her, even if he's not. Libras have such a magical way with words that they can simply call up a shared memory, describe it in vivid poetic detail, and the Leo-ruled sun will shine on him again. There is a lot of warmth to be enjoyed in this relationship if they are sensitive to each other's needs. Libra's need to weigh both sides of all situations can make him seem indecisive to Leo, whose mind is strong and certain. However, they potentially add balance to each other's lives, and every Libra loves balance. Leo shows Libra that some decisions can only be made from the heart and can't be measured tangibly by logic and reason. Libra believes that you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar. And in most cases, with Leo, she is right. Leos have an abundance of pride, and their egos are highly sensitive to criticisms. But, like a lucky charm, Libra knows how to cushion even the harshest blows with compliments, romantic gestures, and frequent thoughtful gifts. Compatibility rating 6 out of 10. Sex and intimacy. Although Libras might occasionally only graze the surface of Leo's need for oneness with a lover, they're never short on romantic demonstrativeness or whispers of sweet nothings into Leo's ear. Leo might wish her Libran lover would get more lost in her than in his own dreams and flights of fancy. However, if he returns his focus completely back to her, His verbal expansiveness and poetic soul renders him the lover of her dreams. All Leos relate more to the romantic grandeur and intensity of old-time lovers, such as those in Gone with the Wind or Bronte's Wuthering Heights. It's a throwback to their inborn sense of royalty. Libras have a way of deftly weaving such dreams into the tapestry of reality, if only for a moment. Leo loves without restraint. She may be disappointed when her Libran lover withdraws back into his own headspace after lovemaking. Remember, for Leos, all the world is a stage. It's their birthright to stand under the spotlight, and they require a lot of attention from a lover. But even when Libras do stretch themselves to give Leos the kind of emotional engagement they need, they eventually retreat back into the mind, floating away as lightly as air into the stratosphere. If Leo can refrain from taking this personally and impinging on Libra's freedom to travel astrally, exploring the realms of his own mind, Libra will always return home. Compatibility rating 6 out of 10. Leo, Libra, Compatibility Pros. Libra is a natural peacemaker. He possesses enough romance and sensitivity to soothe wounds sustained by Leo's ego after arguments. Libra has a way of deftly diffusing tension caused by their marked differences. They share so many creative and social interests, they're unlikely to get bored with each other. This even holds true in long-term relationships. Libra praises and showers Leo with gifts in a romantic relationship. Sometimes it takes less time for Libra to win over a Leo lover than any other sign. Leo-Libra Compatibility Cons. Leo is emotionally driven. Libra processes most situations on a mental level, taking time to balance all sides of an issue on a symbolic scale. Sometimes all Leo wants is to be held or comforted, but Libra is too focused on rationalizing their argument. Libra is not always as emotionally engaged as Leo would like, which can make Leo feel lonely and rejected. This leads to jealousy, as Leo imagines Libra is thinking about another person, when usually that's hardly the case. Libra is focused on fairness. When Leo is angry, her emotionally fueled accusations don't usually sound just or logical to Libra. Summary of Leo and Libra. For the most part, their differences yield more opportunities for harmony and joy than conflict. As warm as Leo is, when hurt or angered, he will show you how quickly fire can be frozen over. But Libra has more of a chance of melting the ice than any other sign. Libra's dispositions are softened by Venus's rulership, and their peacemaking skills are unsurpassed. Most Leos need their friends and their lovers to give them their undivided attention when they're together, and they like to know they're on their minds during times apart too. Libra has an easy way of showing Leo that absence truly does make the heart grow fonder. She does so by showering him with thoughtful gifts that show he's always on her mind. Even when Libra's mind wanders, which it often does, Scales people have a way of getting back into Leo's good graces much more easily than any other signs. Perhaps it's because Venus has graced them with poetic souls and sensitive, subtle natures. It could be the way they balance constructive criticisms with praise, which cushions Leo's sizable ego. Whatever the reason, Leos and Libras are usually more likely to sympathize with each other than not. And even when they don't, their differences can usually be resolved. Overall compatibility rating 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for riding with us till the end. If you've liked that, please give this video a thumbs up. And again, don't be shy. Click that subscribe and be a part of Astrology Experts community. Like most of us in Astrology Expert who love reading, you can come visit our website. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. See you on the next video!